Hello, this is Cal Knight. For the last week, I've been playing Mech Warrior Online, and I just want to give you some guidelines for observations, things to help get started if you want to try playing it. So, first, one big difference between Mech Warrior Online and say World of Warships. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe World of Warships is not that great of an example, but World of Tanks especially. In World of Tanks, you have to worry about repairing your vehicle when it gets blown to pieces. You don't have to worry about that in Mech Warrior Online. You just have your mechs and stuff. But they do give you some chances or options to use trial mechs. See if I get any examples. These are all also online. When you first start off, they they allow you to play around with the trial mechs. A trial mech, you get credits out of it. You don't get any experience, so you'd have to buy your own mechs. To buy your own mech, go to store, battle mechs, and these are all the mechs that are available in the game currently. So they're separated out by light, medium, heavy, assault. Lights off at 20. It's like 20 to 35 is light. 40 to like 55, I think, is medium. 60 to 80, I think, is heavy. And then from like 85 to 100 is assault. They're about something like that. I could be off by a little bit, but it's generally in that setup that way. Then each mech series, mech type, chassis type, they have different loadouts. Now some of these are what they call, for the clan side, omni-mechs. An omni-mech allows you to swap out parts, give yourself different loadouts for the different types of weapon systems that you like to use. I don't know if you can read this because the letters are kind of small. But you get ballistic, energy, missile, AMS, and ECM for your various loadouts, hardpoints. Ballistic is, guns in essence. Energy, laser weapons, PPCs. Missiles, of course, missiles and rockets. An AMS is anti-missile system. It comes in two types. One's using bullets or ammo, and yet another using just laser AMS. The good thing about the pros and cons of the different missile systems. The one uses ammo, it doesn't build up quite as much heat. One's uses laser, uses heat but no ammo. For inner sphere, they pretty much, the only difference is heat, because if you go with the AMS, regular AMS, it's only like half a ton, but you have to get at least, well, you could, I guess, theoretically get maybe half a ton of ammo, which wouldn't last you very long, but I think generally you'd have to go with, check that out, just to make sure I'm not giving you guys the wrong information here. Something back. Anyway, so once you've bought your mech, they'll be in here, and underneath your battle mechs. If you hit a select mech, you go through all the different mechs that you own, or the trial mechs that you can use on a trial basis. You go into loadout, and you got your ballistic energy missiles. All your inner sphere mechs have different hard points, which means that you have to put a ballistic or a late energy weapon in one of those slots. You can tell that by up here. You got the purple is ballistic, orangish yellow is energy. Looks like a little blast thing. Missiles. You got the missiles are usually oftentimes in the left torso, but they, depending on the torso, of course, or the chassis, it could be in either right side or left side, or even the arm sometimes. Of course, you got the missiles, long-range missiles, short-range missiles. The Thunderbolts are medium-range missiles. The Streaks are short-range missiles that lock on. They only fire when you have target lock. And rockets are single-use missiles. And then Narc is a little thing that you can tag a mech with. So I was talking about AMS. I don't know if I'd be able to go into it. I guess you could. But yeah, I guess you could theoretically go with just a half ton of ammo for your AMS, but it makes it not so much effective if you do it that way. Otherwise, if you use, like I say, it's the AMS system itself for bullets or using ammo takes half a ton. If you want to be effective and use a whole ton of AMS ammo, then it's going to be weight-wise the same as a regular, or I should say a laser AMS. But the laser AMS does look like it takes up an extra slot, so the laser AMS extra slot builds up a little more heat. But it weighs the same as AMS with 1 ton of ammo. So that ton of ammo is still going to take up another slot, so it still comes out to 2 slots. Whether you go with half a ton or a ton of ammo for the AMS system, it's still going to cost you 2 slots at least. If you go with more ammo, it's going to take more than 2 slots. So laser MS is all in one package. You don't have to worry about ammo or anything like that. You just have to worry about generating a little bit of heat off of that. Let's see, so what else? Alright, let's go back. Alright, so you've got your first mech. You get your loadout, which is going to allow you to customize it. It's a drag and drop. Once you have your setup the way you want it, you hit save here. It'll pay out whatever things you've put into it, if you don't have any extras in storage. See where it says amount? These are amounts of these things that I have stored up in storage from getting from loot bags or buying them and taking them off mechs and stuff. But if you don't have what you load on to the mech, if you hit save, it'll pay for anything that you've, in essence, ordered. Skills. As you gain experience, you'll gain regular experience and gain general experience. Regular experience is what you can spend on that specific mech, unless there's some mechs I have that have like 40,000 experience because I've been using it a lot, and I've already maxed out the amount of skills nodes that you can use on a particular mech. As you see here, you got available skill points. These are the points that I've bought and are ready to use for this mech. Nodes active. These are ones that are you've currently selected onto your mech. You can have up to 91 any active nodes anywhere on the mech. 91 of them can be active. But you can have upwards of 239, which means like, say you put lasers on at one time, and then you switch over to ballistics, and you want to switch over your magazine capacities and stuff from laser duration things. So you can unselect them. So let's say that you have range 3, you can unequip mode. If you do that, it'll unequip all 3 of those, because all those these require that particular node to be active. So if you deactivate that one, you deactivate everything underneath it. And that gives you a few extra skills available to use on other points, or at least deactivates them so you can buy them and put them into those activations. Say like say for this right here, if I want to activate that, I'd have to have an extra available skill point. In fact, I'm sure I somehow got that deactivated somehow. I could go maybe over through these individual skills at another time. This is just a rough draft telling you what these things do. Weapons groupings. These are tell you which weapons will fire when. I like to group my weapons by ranges mostly, because your medium pulse lasers are going to be of one range, your streak missile systems are going to be of one range. Your rotary AC5 is going to be a different range. And you can see your ranges by. You've got your optimal range, which is a range where they do the max possible damage that weapon can do. And then after that, the amount of damage you do drops off dramatically out to the max range. So out to here, you're doing like 1 or 2 points of damage. Some of your higher damage weapons will allow you to go way out and beyond. And there's also the AC2 or LBX Autocannon 2. They also go way out beyond, but they only do a little bit of damage to start with, so you're not losing too much when the further out you go. Missiles, they pretty much, after a certain time, they just stop doing damage. They fall out or whatever. They won't do any damage past a certain distance. So their optimal range and their max range are the same. Short range missiles don't require a lead time. Long range missiles, they need a little time to activate. So if something comes into like close distance with you, shooting your long range missiles at them, gonna do nothing to them. I don't know if I've got any that are. I don't think I have any long range missiles on any of my mechs currently. Camo. This allows you to decorate your mech as you like. Now, you've got your patterns, which are going to cost you MC credits, which are usually credits you have to actually buy usually. There is a event going on right now until the end of August. It'll allow you to, at least at the time of this video, you can earn loot bags by doing damage and getting points through matches that open up unlocked bags that can be either credits, C-bills, as the currency is in this game, or even like MCs, MC credits, which are the ones you should have to buy. Oi! My gosh. And sometimes I'll give you some general experience too, or general skill points. Alright, so anyways, back to this. So yeah, you can go with what's owned. Yeah, of course I don't own any patterns for this. I do for my Atlas, I think. But colors, you got a wide assortment of colors. To unlock the first color, it costs you like 1,000 MCs, but you can use it on any mech. So as you can see here, these are all the various colors that I've unlocked because I like to use these specific colors on my mechs. And a couple of colors came in what they call yeah. Let's see, where is it? Inventory. You got what you have supply caches, which I don't have any right now. This is your supply cache counter up here. And as you play matches, this will slowly start to fill up. And I think it's mainly based off of like the points you get, match points that you get will increase this faster. And therefore, when you open it up, it's usually like little mech parts and mech parts, and sometimes colors. All right, so back to the camo. And then each of your sections of the mech have different colors that you can color. Excuse me. I generally don't go with pink. I usually like purple. Not sure if that's no. I think that's purple. But anyways. Then you got decals. These are go for the default is whatever's new. I don't go with what's new. I go with what. Let's see. And with these, you would click on them, and you find your spot you want to put it. Unlocked. No, I don't want that. No, you have to sit. Yeah, there we go. You have to have an empty slot to put it in. So I was trying to use a slot that I already had something. All right. So you can put a maximum of however many slots are available on your mech. If you see this black mark with the red slash through it, that's saying that it's too big for this area. So you can scroll your mouse wheel down, and that'll allow you to decrease the size and increase the size. I said it's your mouse wheel that does that. Let's keep putting out that. You got your various different decals. Then once you place it, you can click and drag to get out of there. Double click to place it. Then once it's placed, you can go back to colors and set the color for that particular mech piece. And like I say, that'll so like I say, you've got upwards of 9 slots of things you can put around your mech in various places. For instance, So I want to go around with that on there. Laser decal. These are all different things I've unlocked from various caches and such, and loot boxes and stuff from the event. And you have your cockpit. This will have various positions on your mech where you can like put dangly things, and these are stuff you can buy, and then you've got stuff that you actually get out of loot boxes and stuff that Sunday. Who in their right mind will put a Sunday on their dash in the middle of a gun battle? Whatever. But you just remove that item from there. Just remove item and reset to last saved. So like if you put something there, say I got one Sunday, so I put that there. If I was to save it there, you hit save, the save value changes. And then I come back and I want to, oh well, yeah, let's go put the mug there. So, oops, I don't want the mug, I want the Sunday. You just go reset to say last saved, and then put your thing back there. Excuse me. But since I don't have anything saved, it's not going to put anything there. Remove. You got your hanging stuff. This stuff will like move around as you battle stuff, go through battles. Excuse me. And like I say, as you're moving around and stuff, these things will like sway and stuff. Seatbelt down. And you got your mounted stuff. These will play like various music themes and stuff. If we can get a kill, this plays like a sort of, I think it's like a techno rock and roll sort of thing. This will be like an arcade game sound. I'm not sure what the parrot does. But these each play a different sound as you go along, as you take whichever one you mount. So I go with that. This will play a specific sound when I kill somebody, or I kill a mech, destroy a mech. I'm gonna put a pirate on there, pirate bird on there. And of course, like I say, the same thing applies for that. If you have a if you were to buy something that you don't actually have, that you don't own yourself, so like this will cost me 500 MCs, which are down here. I've got 900 that I've got now of loot bags or something. Yeah, loot bags. If I was to collect one or click on one of these, then it would mount it and it'd save it, and it'd cost me that amount because these are ones I don't own. And then manage drop decks. These are for like doing events and stuff where you can set up a listing of mechs to use in that event. This was the first mech I ever owned. The first mech I bought. Yeah, Centurion. CN9, whatever. Anyways, you can set up your different mechs you want to have drop in during the event. But you can also do that back here too. Yes. said no. You see measure drop decks here. The mech skills change. And like I say, this is back in that takes back to Mech Lab for that particular mech. And that's the way to modify it without actually having to go through the select mech, then go to load out. You can just go straight to Mech Lab and deal with it. Inventory. This is all the things you've bought. Weapon systems. All these are all the weapon systems that I've used on mechs and took them off, and or that have been on mechs that I've used that I replaced with something else. Equipment, various targeting things, heat sinks, standard heat sinks. I probably saw some of those. The mechs you get you generally start off with the regular heat sinks, and you can upgrade them to double heat sinks. Unfortunately, double heat sinks aren't actually, twice the regular heat sink. They're bigger, but they're only like 40%, at least on the inner sphere side. They're only about 40% more efficient. Omnipods for like Omnimex. Pardon me. And supply caches. These are any supply caches that you've unlocked, but you haven't actually opened yet. Will appear here. Achievements. These are all the different achievements you can get. You get some from the academy. So once you're in the academy, you can take a few pot shots at Captain Adams, and he'll eventually, if you keep shooting him, he'll eventually shoot back at you and kill you. Pilot 1 challenge. The pilot challenge. Beat the bronze time. Pilot challenge 1. Tutorial. Beat the gold time in pilot challenge tutorial. Solaris. I think this is complete 1 match in Solaris. Anyways. Some things will give you, and if you get the certain achievements, they'll give you a title also. Like seriously, if you do the top damage out of all players in a single match and get 0 kills, you can get the bridesmaid title, which I tend to use because it's the title I earned, and so I put it out there. But then they also give you other rewards, like general experience, which you can spend on general SP skill points for various mechs. And of course, going through matches with your first 25 matches, they give you a lot of credits and mech bays and stuff, and little toys and gadgets. They'll give you some premium time and stuff, and so that's achievements. I don't know, I probably won't bore you with everything here, but your statistics, so I'll take you out to another website. Now, if you're wanting to participate in, well, that's probably not the right one I'm looking for, but the current event is the beach party. This is good till the end of September. No, till the start of September, end of August. But you, the the objective is to get 30,000. Well, there's two parts. There's points wise and there's the damage wise. One's 30,000 points, one's 30,000 damage. Costs 30,000 damage to mechs throughout the matches. And then at the end they'll unlock things. But the fun part about this, if you go to if you do this, go to this link. Let's let me show you again. Down here, there's like this little soundboard thingy, monitor thingy. So news and promotions. If you go to that beach party, click on this, log in, and they'll give you loot bags along the way. 200 loot bags for doing damage, 200 loot bags for getting points. As you gain loot bags, you'll unlock extra goodies. Like at 200, 250 is a light mech, a free light mech. 300 is medium. 350 is a heavy mech. And 400 points, loot bags total, gets you a free assault mech. So mechs that I've got. The Bushwhacker is probably my second mech that I bought. Centurion, that was the first mech that I bought. That's its stats wise. And you can't put anything on these mechs unless you have a slot for it. For instance, AMS. This one has one AMS slot. And AMS is this little thingy here. So I use laser AMSs. Just because I prefer not having to deal with ammo and stuff. Because AMS ammo can potentially blow up if it's hit. And runs out it can run out during a match. Lasers, you don't have to worry about that. You just have to worry about them generating heat. Yeah. Some mechs will give you more than one AMS slot. Let's see here. Panther, for instance. This will have like 2 AMS slots available. One on each torso. And of course that takes up weight and weight stuff. But I use this for a support mech for for protecting heavier mechs, assault mechs and stuff from in-kind missiles. And the Corsair is another good anti-missile weaponry weapon system. This one has 4 anti-missile slots. One on each torso, one on each arm. And of course that'll get destroyed as take damage and stuff, but this was my first assault mech. It was a interesting decision, but the good thing about this mech is that you can come up over a hill and sort of guard your legs and center torso a little bit and just fire above the hill with everything's above the hill line, which is like right in this area. One of the cons with going with all the missile systems is that they take up slots. Let's go with the loadout in this one. Yeah, each laser and missile system takes up a slot. But and then, so that takes up areas that might be available for other things. I could probably, well, let's see. I don't know if I've got enough. If I went with the light, well, actually, what says while I'm here? Here's your, you got various standard or various armor types and other things that'll affect your the weight of your mech, and but also the amount can affect the different slots and stuff. The slots available too. Like light ferrofibrous, it's lighter than your regular standard armor for the same amount of coverage, but it takes up slot spots. Light one is 7. Light ferrofibrous is 7. Ferrofibrous is 14. And you also notice as I change stuff on here, this lights up down here because I made changes. Heat sinks, like I say, they're standards, your regular stuff, cheaper, but they and each one takes up only one slot. Double is 40% more efficient, but it can if you want to put them in actually in your mech, they like take up 3 spots each, as you can see here. So they're pretty big size compared to the regular standard ones. Excuse me. However, if you have a bigger engine, you can actually put free heat sinks in your engine. I'm not sure the exact cutoff point. I don't think it's like 200 or something after that. But you get a minimum amount of heat sinks you're supposed to put on your mech. If you go below a certain size for engine, and you have to put extra heat sinks on your mech itself. But with bigger engines, you can actually put free heat sinks in the engine itself, without it taking up space or whatever, extra space. But it'll take up weight as the engines get bigger. Structure, that'll affect your standard structure or your endosteel. Endosteel's lighter, but it also takes up slots. See, so it'll fill out everything. But it'll also drop down the amount of tonnage. So you can do this if you have a lot of open space, but not a lot of weapon systems. If you need some extra tonnage and you get having whole areas that are open, then you can go with endosteel structure or fibrous armor or whatever, and that'll drop down your tonnage a little bit. And of course, the ton of the mech is your maximum, so you can't go above that maximum amount. This one's 95. It's a 95 tonner, so it takes the maximum amount of weight that you can have is 95 for this particular mech. For my Atlases, this is a 100-ton mech, therefore you can have upwards of 100 tons. Now you might say, well, why do you have 2 Atlases? Well, I'll tell you. This one was my first Atlas that I bought with credits. And I went with a ECM loadout on this particular one. And I gave it stealth armor, because when you have ECM, you can have stealth. One of your armor options is stealth. What that does is it gives it's for the same amount of armor, it does take up some spots. but it doesn't take up as much as ferrofibrous, because ferrofibrous is 14. This takes up 12 and 2 spots everywhere except for the center and head. And it makes you harder to spot, harder to detect. It's got it masks your heat. So if you're in a hot area with like smoky areas, you can actually hide out in smoke and stuff and fire from it, and people ideally, technically, in theory, wouldn't be able to see you. But you can get hit by PPCs, and PPCs supposedly mark you with heat and stuff. It can affect your personal heat. So that's one reason why I have 2 atlases. The other one, this is the one I got from the beach party thing. You know, you might say, why did you go with another atlas if you already have an atlas? Well, I'll tell you, because these things right here. In this mech, you got 2 energy weapon spots in the center torso. Oftentimes, your center torso is the last thing to get blown up. Therefore, if you get your arms blown off, you get your center torso blown off, or your center torsos, your left and right torsos blown off. Excuse me. Then any weapon systems you had in your torsos and your arms gets blown off too. So having these 2 slots in your center torso, you can still be able to fight. Plus I wanted to have a brawler mech that I could... the other one, like I say, is set up for ECM. This one is set up for actually pummeling your enemies. I still ended up with a lot of structure structure points and stuff, but there's more wiggle room with that mech, on this mech, because I have it set up for actually pummeling other mechs. Now, I've just got this mech, so I haven't been able to take it out. So if you're saying, well, why doesn't it have any skill points or whatever? I haven't actually taken this one out yet. I just got it, and I've just been tweaking the weapon systems and stuff on it. So until I'm comfortable with the loadout, actually take it out to test drive. And it's got a different texture pack to it, or camo pack or whatever. I think that's a good overview so far of Mech Warrior Online. I might try to get a couple of videos of actually gameplay at some point. Unfortunately, you don't know which match is going to turn out to be a good match for you. But we'll see about that. Anything else down here? Like I said, we've done those. This is your chat, your groups and units and stuff. If you're looking for a group, if you've blocked anybody, your block list will be here. Yeah, bridesmaid. And yes, I am tier 5. I haven't been a great pilot, mech pilot, but I am starting to get better. As you can see a little bit, there's a little sliver of hope here. And if you see Dave Death in the matches, yes, that's me. the Death Riders. Quick play starts off just any match with the current mech you have selected. Faction play. This is where you choose a side in the war. It could be a inner sphere, or it could be a clan. And you get your faction reputation. Your unit information will be here. For adding people to your unit, how to manage their ranks and stuff. But again, like say select faction. If you're a mercenary, you can go either faction, I think. I've chosen a loyalist as was it Steiner? A Steiner. That's not what I do. Yeah, so that's Mech Warrior in a nutshell. Titles and badges. These are any titles that you've unlocked from doing various things. And like I say, the bridesmaid. Excuse me. My voice is getting dried out. Knight Errant, you get that from finishing all the 25 basic newbie matches or whatever. Bridesmaid, like say, for getting the max amount of damage or the most amount of damage in any match from any of the players and not get a kill. Survivor was from something, and Giant Helper is assisting other mechs in large mech or heavy assault mech, whatever. Excuse me. Yeah, my voice is getting scratchy. So, like I say, that is Mech Warrior Online. Like I say, I'll maybe try and get a match or two put on into a video or something and posted at some point maybe. But until then, this is just like an overview overview video. So if you like this video, want to see more Mech Warrior stuff or other games, leave a like or subscribe. Leave a comment. Well, like and subscribe anyways if you like my videos and like to see more. Thanks again for watching, and this will be Kale Knight signing out.